let's talk about AI and compromised accounts. So here's how an attack works. Everybody, this is my briefing. I promised you a little bit. Here's a little bit. First thing is recon. You kind of saw that, right? You kind of saw like, oh, what can I see and how can I get in there? And then there's a breach. And then once you're inside, there's more recon, right? Very commonly, an attacker will gain access to something. And maybe this is somebody who's just basically spraying out phishing emails. Give me a 22 in chat if you've gotten a phishing email this month. Yeah, everybody, right? It's so cheap to send phishing emails, everybody. It's so much cheaper to send 700,000 phishing emails than it is to try to break into a firewall, right? It's way easier. But once you get it, once somebody falls for that and gives you their credentials, you get in and you need to find out who the heck you are, what you have access to, and if it's valuable. It may be a honeypot, meaning a trap set by good guys to get the bad guys, or maybe the friggin' CFO of a Fortune 500 company. So you have to do the recon to find out who you are. Once you do the recon, you can do the payload, and that's the exfiltration. Or, give me a 23 in chat. If you've gotten an email from someone else who goes, oh my gosh, I was hacked, don't open that last email that I sent you. Yeah, it have a weird like reputational thing. Like it kind of makes you go, huh, you're not taking care of yourself. Anyway, so there you go. There's how an attack works, everybody. But I know y'all want to know AI. We're talking about AI. How does AI happen here? On speed. Okay. No, we're actually working on a short video on this, and when it comes out, I'll make sure everybody sees it. We'll put it up on YouTube and on our website. Think about this with me for a second for a thought experiment. All right. Put yourself in the place of the bad guys. You compromise an account. You don't know who it is. You don't know what they can access, but you're in their 365 account to make it very, very generic and also super common. You're in somebody's 365 account. Now you got to figure out who they are and what they have access to, and you got to search. And of course, you can make dedicated commands and query, but two things about searching and reconnaissance. One, it kind of takes a while, right? It takes a little bit of time, and two, it's noisy. If you're searching for stuff and looking through emails and looking through files, you're getting all that stuff's logged, right? Or it should be if you're one of Insight's clients, especially if you're one of our managed security clients. We're definitely watching the logs. It's noisy. Now, there's an interesting fact about Microsoft specifically. Microsoft only reports their log data once an hour. There are no third-party vendors, not even our SOC, that can deal with this. So the maximum time before a bad guy could, get in and we would know about it is an hour. Right? Maybe you get lucky. Maybe you hit it 2 minutes before the reporting period, but there's a decent potential for dwell time in here. That recon could take some dwell time, right? Maybe you don't necessarily get the information before our SOC sees it and locks you out. That's what we're hoping. Now, change the scenario slightly. You break into this account, you find out they have Microsoft Copilot, which is AI, or ChatGPT. And you have a query that you have crafted yourself, just like all the other ones, but it's specifically for the AI that's already built this index. And you go, tell me everything I have access to, zip it up, and send it here. You've now taken the research time from days to weeks to seconds to minutes. That is because you had access to AI. Give me a 24 in chat if you currently have corporate AI, Microsoft Copilot, or even ChatGPT or something else plugged into your corporate data, and you're actively using it. Scott, thank you. This is uncommon, but we're seeing it more commonly. I have it, and I know several others that do as well, right? It's not uncommon to have this. But when we tell you, hey, security is really, really important when it comes to AI. This is why, right? You got to have your training up to date. You got to have your technical policies up to date. You got to have your detection up to date. And even more concerning in this case is, so maybe we get lucky and it's not like the big CFO that gets breached. Maybe it's some line staff. Everybody give me a 26 because we have to skip 25. I'm paying attention. Give me a 26 if ever in your career, you or anyone you know has had access to something they shouldn't, and they just found out about that one day. Didn't know that. All right, now everybody who's watching chat, I want you to see what I see here. It lit up immediately. Now you have AI, and oops, we didn't realize that line architect had access to finance, but Copilot knew, and it took it all. immediately. This happens more commonly than you'd think. It's why AI and security go together very closely. It's why we recommend security before we do AI.